That's you still just have 1 to my 50 million.
Like
50.
well, you know,
million.
what have you done for me lately? There you go.
Nick is one of those people where he's like, if I haven't heard of it, then it's not real. My butt smells. Fart, 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 fart. My butt smells.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hey, everybody. God damn it.
Wow, Sam. You know, we were ready this whole time. And you come in here messing up.
I sounded so unexcited, so I started laughing. I was like, fuck.
Vintage Sam. It's like when you first started, you're like, hey.
Hey. Everybody
Hey, we're going to talk about happy anime today. How are you, Sam? Fucking bad.
This anime sucks, even though I liked it. Okay. 5, 4, 3.
No, just keep that in. What are you doing? That was fine. All right, now introduce us.
Okay. That's, I don't know.
Wait, who am I? You got to introduce me. I don't have a name yet.
That's,
No fucking way.
No.
Sam, come on. You got to introduce me. We can't start until you introduce me.
Come on.
It's
He's at full
podcast
mast
etiquette.
here. He's at full mast.
I'm at full mast.
alright, I'm gonna leave that all in.
man.
Whatever, dude. It's pretty funny. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the...
I hope you're all fucking full of turkey. Because it's Thanksgiving.
Oh, man.
So your stomach probably hurts by now. You probably gotta take a poop.
You still got to introduce us, Sam.
I have to say the beginning part first, you fucking dumb motherfucker.
God damn.
Shut the fuck. I have to do the beginning part first. I always do the beginning part first, and then I introduce
That's
you.
not how I remember it. Look,
man.
all I know is that I matter, okay?
You don't matter, so I'm not going to even introduce you. With me
right.
tonight is Danny
Bingo.
Mashed Potatoes, Max Giving,
Yes, I'm here. Just got done with the... oh, yeah.
and later in the show, we're going to...
Yo, what the fuck?
Oh, get fucked.
I'm
Get
still
wrecked.
here.
That's what you get
Mac,
for
I
fucking
got
everything
you.
up. And, Nick is recording from the bathroom because he ate too much turkey today.
Nick had too much prune juice. He's shitting his brains out right now.
All right. Anyway, later in the show, we're doing another Decade Spotlight. Max joining us again for another Decade Spotlight. And finally, we're on year 20. This is 2015, right? We're on year 2015 for this bitch. 2014.
Aired
14.
2014.
Oh, no,
Look at the show
that's right,
sheet,
because the
Sam.
last
We
one
wrote it
was...
right on there.
Yeah, I wrote it on there. Yeah, totally. The last one was 2014, right?
Yeah, we do 2 per year.
I know, but I'm trying to remember if the last
Ish.
one was end of 2013 or
I don't know what's going on.
I don't remember either. But anyway, dude, we watched Barakamon, and honestly, God, the show is so good. Like, this is like the perfect slice of life. If you guys haven't seen it, you should. And we're going to tell you why in a little bit, obviously. But first, really quick, let's take a short bathroom break here because I have to take a poop.
God
Cue
damn it.
the
I wasn't ready with
soundboard.
my sound effect. God damn it.
You piece of shit.
You're supposed to
I mean,
fucking
shit.
go right there. Nick, flush. I can smell from
Hold on,
over
let
here.
me-
God!
Let me get my toilet flush.
Oh,
Come on, Nick.
oh man!
I gotta load it again.
Come on,
You
do
got a
it.
courtesy
Hurry
flush.
up. Do it. Do
Come
it.
on,
Do
God,
it.
it stinks. Oh my god, dude! It smells.
Bucket
so
of golf
bad.
balls, I'm telling you.
It smells so bad.
It'll flush them straight down.
links.animesummit.net. You can at least go there where it won't stink and find all the links to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and our Discord link is there, YouTube channels, and everything. Everything, I'll tell you. Everything. Also,
And remember to check your local community bathrooms for Nick's billboards.
we should start putting Anime Summit flyers in the stalls of like bathrooms.
I know, right? Like, you ever walk into one of those bathrooms that has like those billboards just right above the fucking urinal, and it's like awkward as shit.
Oh yeah, no, it's one of
And
those.
it's like, man,
it's one of those
I
like
can't
clear.
even avert my eyes right now.
Yeah,
because I'm standing here trying to piss, but I got this billboard like literally 4 inches from my fucking face.
it's one of those clear page protectors that you use for like filing and or like preserving pages of stuff. But they paste it on the wall of the bathroom and put like a flyer in it. And it's like
and it's like you can't help but not read it. It's just right there. It's impulsive.
Okay,
man.
but you know what though? Eminem, dude, he had for merch, he had
Slim
urinal pads.
Slim Shady had the urinal pads. What?
Yeah, like the little
Dude,
rubber thing
nice.
that you put at the bottom of the
Because you have to. Everybody has to pee. That's like a million people advertising, dude. It's
Everybody
like
pees.
infinite. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm in marketing, as you can tell.
So what you're telling me
That's a
is
million
that
people.
he had some merchandise that you would only notice whenever you're pissing on it.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like Freud would have something to say about that, but okay, whatever.
All right, so next week I am going to be guesting on another anime podcast called Weebology. They, ironically, are local. They reached out to us on our Instagram, which was pretty cool. So definitely check them out first before you listen to my episode. And we are going to be talking about romance and shoujo.
It's perfect.
So
Danny's only genres that she likes.
fuck you, bitch.
I'm just kidding.
God.
It's perfect.
Never let
I
me
mean-
do anything on this
I mean-
podcast.
Like,
Yeah, well,
I'm not
Sam
gonna
only
lie.
likes one
I'm not
thing.
gonna
Danny,
lie.
like, you know,
just
it's fine.
hearing Danny tell Nick off just gives me kind of a simi chub. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh my
Mac
god.
doesn't like it when hot women yell at him. He likes it when hot women yell at other people.
Women yell at someone else.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm just like, yo, that's kind of hot. What up?
Now the question is he aroused when I'm the one? Is it me who's causing it, or is it the woman? That's the question. Mac,
Yes.
Mac will have
No,
to
it's
discover
just
that.
Nick.
Yes.
But seriously, that's gonna be sweet. Yeah, and I listened to some of it too, Weebology, and they're pretty cool. They're pretty chill.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. Their sense of like flow and style on how they do their episodes are kind of like us. So, yeah, if you like us and you like our vibe, definitely check out Weebology.
If you also
So-
like us, you should also check out the Project Manga podcast, which I guested on their latest Tangential Tie-ins ep. Go check that out. That's on YouTube right now. Also, patreon.com/anime summit. Go there, become a patron today, and get exclusive stuff for patrons only. And I got something in the works right now for patrons that all you patrons are going to get. It's a physical gift I am making at my job. And, well, actually, it's my boss's wife's company that's making them. And I'm not even going to... Oh, my God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. It's going to be sick. And also, speaking of Patreon, one of our patrons also started their own podcast because our podcast and some others inspired him to start one. And that's called the After Hours Nerdy Podcast. Shout out to Kenneth. And, yeah, dude, you should go check out their podcast, too. For sure. All right. Can we get into it now, please? Are we done pooping? Are we done?
Yes.
I understand everyone's full of turkey. We're all...
You said poop. Now I have to load up the soundbite.
Nope, just
I'm just
don't
here to hear Danny yell at Nick. That's really
So
Nick,
I
shut up.
here.
typed in pooping
Shut
on
up,
YouTube,
Nick.
and the
Yes.
first thing
Shut
that came
up,
up
Nick.
was pooping
Oh,
sounds.
yes.
3 hours.
3 hours of pooping noises. That's like Nick's...
3
We
hours
don't
of
need
farting.
to hear that, though. Okay, thanks. Oh my god.
Anyway, here's our review of Barakamon.
人とは違うで差をつけろコンビニの雑誌コーナー表紙にふとして書いてあった自分らしさってなんだ
get into the waifu and his bando here. Waifu is, you know what? I'm just gonna fuck it. I'm just gonna say Naru because I know she's.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
She's the little girl that's the other kind of main character, but I originally had put Glasses Girl Tamako because she's like a mangaka.
I mean, Hina's pretty great too.
Is that the other girl?
No, that's that's the little girl
crybaby
that
little girl.
Yeah, he.
Oh yeah,
green
Naru's friend. Yeah.
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 Yeah, but she's like a side character.
Every
Actually,
girl
that means
character
Sam
in
has
this
to pick
anime
her
is
then.
like really cool, actually, really unique. Like even, say the main character, Seishu, his mom is really funny, and the moms in this show are actually really funny, and like all of them, all the moms, they're always like, "Oh, you're a terrible son," and like they're always like just overreacting and crying. But yeah, no, let's go with Naru, dude. She's cute, she's energetic.
She's the sizzle that stirs the drink. Or wait, that heats the steak? I don't know.
We'll just call her best friendo waifu because I don't.
She's
want
the
to.
sizzle.
Husbando of the hour is Seishu Honda, aka MC-kun, aka Sensei is what everyone in the village calls him. They call him Sensei. I'm not sure why that is. I totally kind of missed that part, but I just kind of went with it. I was like, that's really cute. They all call him that. But yeah,
because he does calligraphy and the Miwa and what the manga chick wanted to have him teach them how to do calligraphy.
but they started calling him before that, right? I don't remember. Maybe I'm.
Well, it was because of Naru, because Naru asked him what he did and stuff, and when he when he told her that he was a calligrapher, he was all like, "Oh, so you're a sensei."
Oh, that's when the two girls, the high school girls or middle school girls,
Yeah.
they came to the place and were like, "Oh, they put the posters back up and shit."
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when he showed them. That was the first episode. Yeah, okay. That's right. Anyway, Nick, give us the breakdown.
Oh shit! I was watching it. I was watching the show. Okay. I was trying to compare and contrast the voices because I watched it dubbed. So.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good because I didn't.
Okay,
it
so.
Wow!
Danny,
For once,
Danny.
Nick watched a dub. What?
Who farted?
I was eating breakfast while I watched it. Okay, and I didn't want to read.
Oh, I see.
Get off my back.
Okay.
I didn't wanna
So you got
read.
lazy.
All right, so this story is about a struggling autist who does drawings, and then he punches an old man, and then he has to go to this
This is
island,
a very terrible.
and
Bro,
then
what
he
the fuck?
becomes a family with all the villagers on the island, and then
Bro, what the fuck?
he
You
he
suck.
enters a competition, and then he goes back to the island, and then they're
Sounds
they're
like Nick is drunk.
They're family.
Okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna leave that all in
Bro,
so
what
y'all
the
can
fuck?
see how
He learns the
stupid that
value of community.
Nope, shut up.
Bro.
this is what you fuck around way too much. Here we go. Okay, you didn't even do the background info. Okay, so the show's in.
What do you mean back?
2014.
You told me to do the plot summary, right?
I told you to do both.
Oh, okay. Well, 2014.
Nope, you fucked up already.
Studio Kinema Citrus.
All right.
They did Made in Abyss and Shield Hero. And then, I thought you were going to interrupt me. Okay. The director, Masaki Tachibana, he did Princess Principal and Tokyo Magnitude 8.0. Music by Kenji Kawai, the cutest music creator, because their name's Kawai. What did they do?
Okay.
They did like Ghost in the Shell,
Horrible
I think.
joke.
They did
Yes.
a bunch of stuff there. Yeah. And this is a comedy slice of life. Emphasis on slice of life, because there's not a whole lot of story. There's a little bit, but that's the whole point of this. And it is based on a web manga by Satsuki Yoshino. 12-episode anime, 2014.
Serialized in Gangan Online magazine. For those of you who don't know, you guys can read it there if you'd like. Gangan Online, for those of you who don't know, that is Square Enix's manga imprint. Yeah. So then the plot summary is Seishu Honda is a professional calligrapher despite his young age. When the elderly curator of an exhibition, actually he's like the art director, right? Yeah, he's like the director of the.
He was voiced by Bradley, who did in Full Metal Alchemist. What's his name?
Fury.
Yeah, but the guy who voiced him in English. That was his English voice.
He's like the
actor.
director of like the
Yeah.
calligraphy.
He's like, I have a
deep ass voice.
association thing, and he calls Seishu Honda's work like unoriginal and textbook, and so Seishu gets mad. He punches him in the face, and then
Derivative.
Straight up.
He straight punches
up
him.
fucking decks an old guy with a cane right in the fucking
Yeah, they
face.
Sakuga that punch too. It was like slow motion.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
funny.
So then his dad sends him off to an island called Goto Island near Kyushu. There he meets a little girl, Naru, and all the villagers, and then kind of like the anime, the whole show pretty much goes about his day-to-day life on this village. You know, he's a city guy, you know, so he's kind of like, it's new for him. And his dad sends him there to try and kind of, you know, find more inspiration, change his ways a little bit, and find his own style. So the whole anime kind of takes you on his day-to-day living there and learning, you know, to be kind of like learning to live a little bit, since like it kind of,
Yeah.
they kind of show how like he didn't really have a childhood because he was always doing calligraphy. He was always like being made to practice calligraphy, and yeah, so that kind of plays out into like him learning about living and playing around and just having fun, you know. So
Yeah, not only that, I mean, it was an amazing slice of life show, but if you get down into it, it was also an amazing reverse coming of age story if you look at it.
that's a good way to put it.
Because most of the time, you know, the characters grow up and mature. But what this character did is got in touch with, you know, I guess you could say his more childish side and just the more backwoods side of society, and that helped him grow. So if you look at it that way, it's kind of like a reverse coming of age, and it's really nice. I like it.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
I enjoyed it.
Seishu Honda.
Plus the faces are meme potential, as
Oh
many
yeah,
of you already know.
Mandem.
Mandem.
Mandem. That fucking scene.
Naru's like, I can read. That makes me manly. It's like she's a little girl.
Yeah. I'm an adult now. Yeah, no,
I'm an adult.
Seishu Honda himself is kind of like, he's very overcritical of his own stuff. He's kind of narcissistic a little bit. He is very
Dude,
serious.
he is a spaz. If anybody says anything about his work, he's like, he flings water at their face.
Or he punches him.
Or just punches him in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're lucky.
Or like curls up into a ball and like
Freaks out.
there's like gloomy air all around him and everybody gets concerned and he's like all depressed and shit. And then they go collect mochi. Because that's what we do whenever we're sad. We go collect mochi.
Also, this is like a good anime to like. So I mean, if you're used to watching a lot of anime will portray like city life and stuff, right? This is one of the few that kind of portrays like, you know, on islands, you know, like on off, and like away from the mainland, you know, and it was kind
What
of
Sam's trying to say is this portrays like at their country life.
the country life.
West Virginia, country road, something home.
I swear to God,
dare not
Nick,
go.
I will fly up to Minnesota and I will shit on your porch.
Don't disrespect that song. Do not disrespect. You put a little respect on West Virginia.
Oh man, have you guys seen the movie Parasite? That
Have you
reminds
seen
me
the
of a
movie
line
Shut
in
the
that.
fuck up.
Can you
All
get
right, never
away
mind.
from Parasite?
There's a
and
crazy guy who
fucking
just yells, "Respect!"
the lighthouse
fucking
and all
funny.
that shit. That's all Nick's been obsessed with is Parasite and the lighthouse.
How long have we been on this rock? 5 weeks. 2 days. Allow me to recollect.
It's a really good movie, though. You can't
Yeah,
deny
yeah,
it.
Sam. Me and Danny are artsy. What are you?
Shut up. Me and Danny are artsy. I'm not gonna take that from the guy who doesn't watch movies ever.
Oof.
I watched 2 movies in the past week. All right.
Shots fired.
Okay.
I'll
Nick-
have you know,
although
I
Nick
rewatched
is-
The Last Samurai this week. Off
Dude.
topic.
Tom Cruise should be in every movie. Just saying.
Oh,
I don't know
God,
about
no.
that. All right. Anyway, so no, but Barakamon though is like it. So what I loved about it is that it has a lot of really sweet moments. Like every time, it almost seems like, and it's not every episode, but it's probably like 80% of them. At the end of it, Honda learns like
A life lesson.
he kind of.
The
Yeah, I
lesson
wouldn't
of
say
the
like.
day.
Yeah, maybe not so much a life lesson as much as a personal like thing about himself, where he's kind of like, wow, I guess I can poop upside down. You know what I mean? Like something like that.
And
like,
that's why you always leave a note. Who here's seen Arrested Development? That's what it reminds me of.
Okay. Anyway,
He
but
does
like
the prank where like the guy comes up with like his arm falls off.
no, I don't know what you're talking about. That show's stupid.
And that's why there's always money in the banana stand.
All right. So
That's what Honda learns.
yeah, like he kind of it's not I mean some of them are life lessons probably for sure, but like a lot of the time it's like something personal about him that he never knew he had in him or something, you know. So it's like, and then like there's a couple times where he'll get inspiration and he'll do like a new calligraphy piece. And like you kind of think like, okay, so when the anime first starts and it shows like the stuff that happens, like he punches the director, you know, he's a calligrapher, he's the main character. It kind of makes you think that excuse me, that it's going to kind of go in depth in that, almost kind of like other anime that does that, like with sports anime or whatever. But it really doesn't, because it's more like it's about him, you know. And he does mention some things, like obviously like when the art director and him are talking, or when other people, like his best friend Kawafuji, who's like his art dealer, or who's like an art dealer, you know, he sells his pieces for him, and like he'll kind of say like, oh, you know, the strokes on this character that you made are blah 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 blah, you know, like it has a I can see the anger or the emotion or whatever, you know what I mean. Like that's not really important, but like it's important to Honda, and it's kind of like cool, but like it doesn't go in depth in calligraphy, and that's fine because it's not really about that. But it is kind of nice, and it is really cool to see something that wasn't like most of the anime is on this island, right? And like he's getting inspiration from like stuff he's never really noticed before. He's always been kind of in the city, always been kind of in a big house, you know, and like taking in culture, and like he'll see like the sunset. Like one part I thought was super cool is that he saw the stars. So he went home and painted this calligraphy piece that was reverse. So he covered the canvas in black except for what the character was, which was Star, and like the character for Star. So like he left blank, so like, you know, so it would make that character, and it was super cool. It was like, oh shit, that's actually really, I didn't know you could do calligraphy like that.
And then he ruined it.
And then he ruined it at the end, but well, you know, you'll see that.
Dude,
later.
that looked dope, dude. His last painting. Or wait, did he not use that one?
He didn't use that one.
He used a different one because
he used
that
a different
stupid.
one because he was an idiot and he fucking threw tea at it because he thought that the director was going to say something
and
terrible.
it still looked better
it.
with the T on it than
Well,
probably
no.
his other crap that he came up with
wasn't
last minute.
He wasn't going to submit that one anyway. He already had submitted another one. But, yeah, he did spill tea on it. But, like, you know, that one was really sweet. That was probably my favorite one. And it kind of made me, like, it was kind of funny. Like, I actually, when I finished watching the anime, I actually went to YouTube and, like, because I'm into typography art and graffiti and stuff. So
you should join the subreddit Kemming. It's a joke on kerning. It has to do with typography.
I'll take a look. But like, you know, like when I would search calligraphy on YouTube, you know, of course it shows me all the fountain pen stuff. But then I typed in like, you know, Asian or Japanese calligraphy, and I was like, oh man, this seems like it takes way more, like, I don't know. There's like a certain way. You can kind of do it however, but there's still a certain way to do it. And I don't know. I feel like it's like way more picky. But I don't know. It was really cool.
Well, because for Japanese calligraphy, you're doing characters. You're not doing words.
Yeah, it's like one. Yeah, well, you know,
different.
Japanese character, like it's like for calligraphy, it's like one. It almost looks like it's one letter for one word. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like the one for Star or whatever was like this big. It's like on the back of Akuma's, you know, on the symbol on his back, you know, the demon symbol on his back.
Dude, their alphabet their writing looks way cooler than English.
Yeah, it does. Like we have the letter A. Oh, cool.
Oh wow, look at that! Wow, oh, it's a fucking circle. Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
what is this? A W? Nobody cares. Like
Gross.
W.
It has sharp,
Stupid.
pointy lines. Disgusting. It's
What
like
is
a
this
spider.
dot? What is this on top of this? What is this? A J? Stupid.
Stupid.
Yeah, why isn't that dot touching the other line?
That's what I said.
Because the dots and the lines can't touch. Stupid.
Stupid. Anyway, so I mean, there's a lot of great moments. What were your guys' like some of your favorite moments?
Ooh, I like the Mandem one. We already mentioned that one.
Yeah,
Where,
yeah. Nick was like, he
Naruto's
posted
learning
in
to read.
Discord. He was like, "Oh, that's where this meme is from."
Yeah, I found because on our anime they had the Mandem emoji, and I would always type that one in back in the day.
I mean,
Back when I actually posted.
Look, I loved it when Tamako was freaking out about her fucking manga shit and
Oh,
thinking that,
Fujoshi?
you know, yeah, thinking some Fujoshi shit was going.
Yeah, God, she had like the foggy glasses.
Oh my god!
And every time,
that was funny.
Honda and the other guy would talk, she'd be like, "Oh, don't tempt me," or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hiroshi or
That
whatever.
was pretty funny.
Dude, any scene with Naru's friend Hina where she's just like blubbering.
Screaming.
Yeah, and like
Yeah,
he doesn't,
that's fucking
know, he doesn't know
funny.
how to deal with kids, so it's like the first time like he's like, and Naru's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, she's like really sensitive." Okay, stop crying. I'm sorry. Calm down. Sorry.
Cries even harder.
Yeah, so then he tries even harder, and then he kind of pats the top of her head, and she starts crying again because she gets too happy that he's patting her head. He's like, well, now she's really happy. You made her too happy now. Oh, damn it. Like, stop crying. Yeah, dude, it's really funny. He doesn't know how to do shit.
It was this. Look, my favorite part of this show was all of this show because it was such this nice feel good show to watch. I mean, sure, it didn't really have that much of a series of a plot. Otherwise, I mean, just it was all about the character development, and it's all about the characters throughout the entire show. Like the plot never really gets taken seriously. It's just, oh, this guy wants to improve himself and, you know, his calligraphy skills. But, you know, it never takes a forefront over the characters. And to me, that's what a slice of life needs to do. Is, you know, it needs to not have that series of a plot. It was just, man, just being able to kick back and watch Barakamon and drink beer / drink coffee / eat food / I don't know, laugh at whatever. It was just great. It was just great. And it was nice to just de-stress and watch this. And, you know, highly recommend, if you haven't watched this, you definitely need to.
Hell yeah, dude.
But I think like also like it's a good slice of life. It's good enough where there's always something happening. You know, you don't get bored. You know, like kind of like Nichijou. I feel the same way. You know, and new game.
Because some slice of lives can drag. You know, this one doesn't. There's always antics between, you know, Naru or any of the other villagers. There is always antics going on.
Right, and that's because you have good characters. You know, and so it's like
yeah.
So Danny, what
Matt,
were some
can
of
you
yours? Oh, sorry, Nick. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was like, speaking of dragging, glass slip, the ultimate slice of life.
God.
Oh, nothing
Nick,
happens.
why the fuck must you always bring up that fucking
Glass
show?
slip.
Jesus fucking
I watched
Christ.
one episode and I'm like, oh.
I was trying to do really good to not drop a lot of fucks, but no, fuck you. Fuck
Danny, what were
glass
some of your
slip.
favorite?
The moment where Miwa's dad wanted Honda to write on his boat, and he started freaking out. And
Oh
everything.
yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
The kids were like dipping their whole arm in the ink.
Yeah. And like when that happened, when the kids started playing with the paint, you just knew something bad was going to happen. And then,
I mean,
and
kids
then
in
when,
paint, it's
and then
bound
when
to happen.
Naru freaking put her handprint on the boat, like he literally almost
Yeah,
died.
because he
right
he's
there.
and it plays into the theme too, where he's like so hesitant and like anxious about everything. He's like,
Yeah.
oh crap, I have to practice on a paper and I have to study this. What about the curve of the boat? Blah blah blah. And Naru's
Yeah.
like, I'll start out. Slap, and just like
Yeah.
slaps her hand on it.
I also liked when Honda's friend came to the island, like to visit him and stuff, with that 18-year-old calligrapher.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty funny when when they were interacting with Naru with the shells and everything, and the
She's
credit
like
card and stuff.
Yeah, she's selling shells
She's like,
for a credit
I gotta
card.
go show this to my grandma.
Yeah,
And then-
anything with Naru is just hilarious. Like anytime
Yeah.
she's on screen.
She's just a sweet little child.
Mandem.
And it has a really good voice actor because a lot of times they'll screw up like the little kid voices or the female voices.
Yeah. The VA was on fucking point.
Who did this? Funimation? They did a really good job on this dub.
Yeah, well,
I
on
watched
the dub,
the sub.
and the sub also actually casted little kids to play the little kids.
Yeah, see, I'm torn on that because, like, yeah, it's realistic, but it feels a little bit try-hard. Like in, I think it was Erased, where they had, or no, it was Sweetness and Lightning, right? Where they had
Sweetness and Lightning, yeah.
Everybody else had a regular anime voice, and then you get this little girl who's not an actor, and they bring her in, and it just sounds like they're using two different recording setups, and it sounds weird to me, but
I didn't mind it at all. It gives you.
It probably wasn't as bad as
you
Sweetness and Lightning.
No, Sweetness and Lightning was bad. This was actually good.
Yeah, because it gives you. It's
in terms of like the contrast.
Sure, it's a kid, and they're portraying a kid, but at the same time, it gives you, that less refined sound, that less polished sound, and it kind of adds to the authenticity that, this is an adolescent character. This is a young kid. And not everything that is dubbed, whether that be in the native language or in English, needs to sound professionally done. And this is one of those times when it really didn't need to, and at least for the sub, I can't speak for the dub, at least for the sub version in original Japanese was absolutely amazing, and the VA that did Naru's voice fucking nailed it.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Fight me.
I will fight you, Mac. Dub over
Mac's
sub.
mind.
Team dub. Danny the dubber is going to fight you, Mac. You guys are on horseback right now, and
I'm
you guys
not
are
gonna
about
fight
to
Mac.
joust.
Why would I fight
You're jousting.
Mac?
Yeah,
I'm
why
not
would
fighting
she?
nobody.
Danny, I'm your
why would she
squire.
fight me? She's gonna insult you, and then I'm gonna be at half chub again.
Okay, if we're going to handle this for real, we're going to handle it the real way.
Well, what's that about handling?
If we're going to do this... If we're
Yeah, I'm
gonna
the
duel,
handler.
If you guys are going to duel, we're going to do it
With
the right
pistols?
way. Danny,
Nick would lose pretty
You get the
badly.
Yugi starter deck. Mac, you get the Kaiba starter
Ooh, I
deck.
get the Yugi
Oh, no!
starter deck.
Danny's going to win easily. Jeez, she has heart of the cards.
Yeah.
Actually, but Mac gets to cheat, so it's I guess it's a wash.
You just summon 3 blues at one time. But that's
Screw the rules. I have
Screw
money.
the rules. I am the rules.
Yeah.
I have green hair.
Oh, man. Anyway. Yeah, no, the voice acting was really good. I watched the sub. I didn't watch any of the dub. Because I didn't realize there was a dub until like 10 episodes in. And I was like, oh, never mind, whatever.
GG.
Oh wow, you were literally like
GG.
almost
no
done with it.
Yeah, I didn't
You should
realize.
have watched the last 2 dubs and
I
just
knew
change
there
the
was
whole
a dub.
experience.
I knew there was a dub, but I before I started it, I was like, do I want to do sub or dub on this? And I was like,
Dub sub, dub sub,
Danny's
dub sub.
probably going to do dub.
Dub sub.
Nick can
Dub
go
sub.
either way. I'm going to go sub. Just to give
Yeah,
a little bit more variety.
we all assumed Danny was gonna find the dub,
Fuck you.
Even
bitch.
if there's-
and if not, if there's no dub, Danny finds people in real life and forces them to voice act it for her.
What the hell? I do not.
Read the script, bitch.
Danny, why are you getting so defensive?
Because Nick is an idiot.
Look, I watched the dub
there's-
too,
there's
Dan. I
half
liked the
chub.
dub. It was
there's
good.
half chub. Yep, there we go.
No, but
All
I'm
is right
serious.
in the
Nick is
world.
an idiot though because he thinks that I only watch fucking dubs, and that's not fucking true.
You watched
because-
K-On! Dub, Danny. That's disgusting.
So what? So
That's
what?
blasphemy.
It's cute. It's not blasphemy.
I was about to
It's
make
the
a
way I
joke,
wanna
like
watch.
even if there isn't a dub, Danny will find it. But then
Danny,
Nick
you probably
took that
watched
to
Grave of the Fireflies.
Nick
dub.
took that to a whole nother level of no. She goes and kidnaps people, then makes them. God,
Open your
man.
mouth. Speak.
closer to the mic.
Sound more like a child.
You're supposed to be angry in this scene. Shut up.
I don't feel. I don't feel your anger.
You know what? Fuck you guys.
Well, okay, but what if it was the other way around?
Hang on. Can
What
you
if-
just keep insulting Nick?
What if there was an American cartoon show, and Nick
We heard toilet flush.
wanted to watch it in sub, in whatever language like the country took place in, or whatever? So he goes to that country and kidnaps people over there.
Dude, that's what. No, I kidnap any foreign sounding looking person and I make them speak their language just so it's still subbed. You know what I mean?
You got a German guy voicing Chibbity Cricket in G Gundam,
yeah.
who's the American guy in G Gundam.
That's
by the
not
way.
far off what they would do in fucking Gundam. Goddamn.
You got
20 was
a
crazy.
Russian guy dubbing Domon Kashi, who's Japanese. Burning finger.
You say pull my finger?
I do shining finger is strong, is good.
Gundam is strong like babushka. Layers on layers. You'll never break through my babushka armor.
Okay, stand there. I put two hands together. Seki Haten Kyoken right now. Here we go.
And as always, have a nice day.
And as always, have a nice guy. That's
Oh
such
God! If somebody said that to me, I'd be like,
Jeez.
"Well, I'm fucking dead."
So yeah, such a
As always.
stereotypical.
What did I
Have a
just
nice
drink?
day.
Oh, I had some tea. Well,
I feel really bad now because a lot of my friends who are from the Czech or from Russia, they don't sound
no,
like the
there was a
accents don't
comedian
sound
who
like
did that. He's like, "Yeah, if you're ever in an alleyway and someone goes up to you, just pretend you're Russian because it sounds extremely scary." He's like, "Oh, you think this bad neighborhood?"
Yeah.
Oh shit!
You should
I
see
forgot
my
which
father.
comedian did that.
Yeah, no, and I don't know how we went into that.
But anyway, save it for the Girls and Panzer podcast.
save it for the
This is
Girls and
about
Panzer
Barakamon.
podcast. Let's rewatch that anime and do another review. Decade Spotlight of that one.
So
We'll
I
put the
have, I have
re
a-
in review.
Yeah.
I have an innocent question. Did y'all ever notice the name of the band that does the opening theme?
Yeah, Beaver. Yeah.
Super Beaver.
Super Beaver.
Super Beaver.
Yeah. The music is really good, by the way.
I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, the
music
OP
is
and
awesome.
ED especially.
But the fact that the band is called Super Beaver.
Yeah, they've only done for in terms of like anime music, they're just like a rock band, like a light rock band. But in terms of anime music, they've done like one ending for Naruto, and they've done the opening for this. But like, yeah, they're called Super Beaver, and it's just like these 4 surfer punk guys in a
Super
band.
Beaver.
Beaver.
Yeah, the song is called Rashisa by Super Beaver, and then the ending theme is Innocence by Noisy Cell, which is they're another
What the
Japanese band.
Yeah,
But
they're
like
both
they-
really
I gotta
good.
say-
They
Yeah.
do the song
I
in
gotta say,
English.
I like Super Beaver. I like the name of Super Beaver better than Noisy Cell. But that's because Super Beaver's got kind of a different meaning to it.
We got it.
Oh
yeah.
boy.
Let's just
boy.
say roast beef.
No, let's not.
No, that's not. No,
What kind of beavers are we talking
Look
about?
what you did, Mac.
Nick, you're a fucking moron.
Look what you did.
You ever heard the saying "the carpets
Tell
match
us
the
something
drapes"?
that we don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, let's not. Okay, god damn it. Just shut up. This episode is derailed. We're done.
We never were on the rails.
We've been.
We never were on
Sam, we've been multi-track drifting the whole time.
Whose fault is that?
We've been derailed by Super Beavers.
We've been derailed, but it's like the movie Zombievers. Remember Zombievers?
No.
Oh, gosh.
Sam, you always bring up these random ass things that no one's ever fucking
No.
seen. Speaking of that, I gotta go watch
I'm not
Snowpiercer. That reminds me.
again. I'm not gonna take that from a guy who doesn't watch movies. So
Yeah.
Who saw Parasite, Sam? Huh? Not you. Okay, there we go.
I haven't got
Scoreboard.
around to it yet.
Scoreboard.
That's you still just have 1 to my 50 million.
Scoreboard.
50.
Well, you know,
fucking
what
million.
have you done for me lately? There you go.
Nick is one of those people where he's like, if I haven't heard of it, then it's not real. My butt smells. Fart, 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 fart.
My butt smells. That's my pickup line at bars. Hello, this is Nick. My butt smells.
Oh, hang on. I gotta go in here to this chicken place and take a shit for 30 minutes while you're waiting in line in the fucking
God.
drive-thru.
Dude, there was a double decker over there.
Double
Jesus.
deck.
Let's also not forget how Nick does not know names, so he has to call the girl like
I only know one
"Oh,
name,
you
Naru."
with brown hair.
Yeah, you heard it earlier. He was
Yeah,
like,
glasses girl.
well, okay, but to be fair, they did call her Glasses Girl in the anime too.
Yeah. See, who's wrong now? Okay.
Nick.
Still you.
In Nick's defense, they still called her that. Yeah,
I'm
dude.
saying,
I
dude.
swear.
All the characters are really good too, but the music's really good. All the characters are really good, but basically, by the end of it, you know, like you kind of almost forget that he was there to kind of just, you know, refine his
Find
calligraphy and
himself.
find himself, you know. So then, like, the question comes up of him like leaving, and to go back and enter this exhibition, this other calligraphy exhibition. and he goes back and he talks to the art director and he apologizes to the art director, and then he has to paint a new piece for the exhibition. He's at home, his big ass house, and he's struggling to find like a piece to like. He's struggling to find the first stroke, and that's hilarious. He's struggling to find the first stroke. LOL. Anyway, he is.
What's that about the first stroke?
that's why I was like, I better say something about it before Nick does.
Danny, start yelling so Matt can get the second stroke.
Oh my god.
Bull, bull, bull.
Nick, shut up.
So like, and then like on top of that, his mom's trying to convince him not to go back to the island, and then it's revealed
She was a fucking bitch when she was doing that. She was like a swear, a fucking baby.
Yeah, she was
I swear.
overprotective for sure. And then that's when they kind of reveal that his dad used to like go there or live there, and she was like, "Wait, you did?" or whatever. And he's like, "I wouldn't have sent him there otherwise." Like, like I didn't just exile my son to some random ass island, And he kind of like talks to her in private. And he's like, "You know what? Like, we didn't let him grow up. We didn't let him mature on his own.
Reverse.
You know what I mean?
Of age.
Yeah." And but yeah, like what Max said earlier, reverse coming of age. He's like, we didn't let him do that, and because we were always making him practice calligraphy, and so after he submits he does his piece, and he submits it, and then he just leaves. He doesn't even like stay for the results. He just wants to go back to the island because that's where he wants to be, and it's like this, and everyone's, they all have to use the convenience store phone on the village to call like outward, and they're calling him and they're like, "Sensei, come back, when you come back, we're gonna go to the beach and catch fish and shit and do whatever and have fun." And that's like all he wants. He realizes that's all he wants. So like they reveal it at the very end. The calligraphy piece he makes is he decides to write what's important to him. So with characters, he writes the names of like the
people of the island.
The people of the island, and it's just this long, kind of horizontal landscape, rectangular piece, and it's just everyone's names. And they were like, "Well, what did you paint?" And he's like, "I painted what was important to me. What's important to me right now." And it was just like, "Oh,
God bless us, everyone.
it got me in the feels a little bit. I promised myself I wouldn't cry." And then you cry so hard that you start doing like
God, dude, you were like shitting there.
You do the cry so hard thing when you start throwing up. You're like, "I'm gonna throw up."
You cry so. I've never heard someone crying. So
You
hard
never
they
heard
throw
that?
up.
My brother used to do that when when my mom grounded us from video games. He gets so yeah. When we were like 6, 7 years old, she like grounded us because of some shit. I don't remember what we did, but like he was like, "Don't take my games away." And I was only crying because he was crying. But yeah.
Like
Sam's
Hina.
brother is Hina.
Yeah, like oh man, like I think Trisha's niece did that. Like when I forgot what she did. She got in trouble, but she was upset that she was in trouble. So she was like, "I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry."
Oh yeah.
It's so wild. You never done that, really? Okay,
Dude, that's
I
fucking
feel
funny.
fucking weird now.
I don't know. For some reason, I can picture Will Ferrell doing that when he's crying. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I that's definitely something Will Ferrell will do, like in Anchorman or something like that.
You're in Step Brothers. They do it actually in Step Brothers.
Yeah. Step Brothers too.
Anyway, no, dude, seriously, that was so awesome. And like he did, and when it showed the piece, and it was only for a second, but it was definitely different than like the earlier pieces they showed in the show. His strokes were more wild, and like there was more splatter everywhere, and he didn't care how it was like kind of jumbled together. He as long as it was like symmetrical kind of, and like it was really cool. And he just put everyone's names there, and it was super, super awesome. And he was like, "No,
Yeah, it looked shitty though. His star thingy was way better. Okay.
I honestly
it's
thought
one
that's
thing
what he was going to
to
submit.
like your community, but it's another to actually make good art. So
Honestly,
better luck
feel
next
like
time.
I feel like if he would have entered the star one, he probably would have won.
Fucking Nick over here is like, if you're not first, you're last.
Well,
dear
I was
sweet
drunk
baby
when I
Jesus.
said that. You could be second. You could be third. Hell, you could even be fourth.
Oh dear, sweet baby Jesus.
But yeah, I happen to like the baby version the best. Anyway, that movie's so stupid. I hate that movie. Okay, anyway,
With your pretty little gold
freaking-
diapers.
No, I actually agree. I wonder if he would have submitted the star one.
Yeah.
It would have been different. But he didn't care, you know. And they kind of it's kind of a cathartic ending. Like he actually gets 5th place, and the 18-year-old kid who got first place in the previous one, where he got second, actually got lower than him. And it turns out that it was like a bunch of like older guys, like middle-aged dudes who won. And he was just like, oh well, like I don't really care. I'm back at the island now. I don't care. And it's like there's like he's 23 years old, you know. He's gonna be painting for
A long time.
much longer. He's got that much more longer to win, you know,
Right,
get back to
right.
his whatever he needs to get back to, you know. And I think he
And
just
that's
needs
why
to
I
enjoy
kind
it.
of, I in a way, I kind of enjoyed that ending, that like he didn't win and stuff, because you realize that, you know, the whole saying winning isn't everything. But for him, like that saying is definitely something that he can live by now, because he experienced all the carefreeness off the island and everything like that.
So you
Well,
bring
for
up
him, he'd already won.
right,
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
He won at life.
Damn it, Nick. Okay, so like here's the thing. You bring up a good point though, because like I always kind of hated that kind of forced positivity, like, oh, winning isn't everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you know what? To some people it is, and you should leave them alone. If it is to them, then that's what matters to them.
Yeah, let
not
them
you.
suffer in silence.
Right. So like, I think the best part about it is that for Honda personally, he learned that it wasn't, and now he's better for it. As long as he feels good and he's better for it, then that's what matters. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know, when someone says, oh, you should lose weight so you can be skinny and hot or whatever. It's like, no, you should lose weight so you feel good. Or you should stay at the weight you're at so you feel good. No matter what, it's all about you feeling good. You know what I mean?
You got to do it for yourself.
Right. So, like, you know, maybe winning is everything to some people. And if that's what it is and that's what makes them happy, then leave it. Leave it. You know what I mean? For Honda, it wasn't that. And I think that's what I like the best about it, is that he realized that for himself. Not anybody else. Not his father, not the director, or his friend who's the art dealer who deals with stuff. He kind of was just like, nope, this is what's important to me, so I'm just going to do it this way.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. He lives his life a quarter mile at a time.
Live your best life. Stop being a
Dude,
little
nothing
bitch.
else matters. Not the
You do you,
shop,
fam.
not the bullshit, and they're you know, a quarter mile at a time.
Quarter mile at a time. 1 quarter at a
You
time.
can have any beer in the house as long as it's a Corona. That's what he learned.
We just lost all of our Mexican listeners, all of our Hispanic
No,
listeners.
Sam, you haven't seen Fast and the Furious. What's wrong with you?
Lo siento.
Okay.
Lo siento.
Speaking of themes of family, now that is a family film right there. Fast and the Furious.
I gotta ask
Excuse me,
Tonto
shut
and
the
Ed what
fuck
they
up.
drink. If they drink Modelo or Corona.
Like-
My mom drinks Corona, and I always tell her, get the shit out of here.
Fast and Furious fucking sucks.
Corona sucks.
Dude,
Mac,
Fast
you
and
don't
okay,
know
but
what's
Tokyo
good,
Drift
okay?
is actually pretty sick.
No, they're all good. They're all masterpieces.
Well, Tokyo Drift was like the last good Fast and Furious, and after that they just turned
Oh my
ass.
God! You know what? You should be thankful you're on
This
an
has
anime
officially
podcast. If
turned
you were
into
on
a
a real
Fast and
film
Furious
podcast like me and
podcast
Danny,
now.
then you would be
A
laughed out
real
of the room.
film
Okay,
podcast like me and Danny.
Really? Really?
we're gonna talk about the
Oh,
Greek
yes.
mythology of Lighthouse,
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, whatever.
the only movie I've ever seen, and that
we-
and Shrek.
How many days have we been on this rock?
Somebody once told me.
If
Oh,
you
God
want,
damn it.
if you want to listen to me and Nick just ramble on, go listen to our Baki episode.
Look at you, a painted lady.
You guys should do an
Thinks the
AO up
world
review.
is
You guys should do an AO up where you review the Lighthouse.
Oh God, no.
I'm just gonna imitate Willem Dafoe the whole time.
Exactly,
Just
and I
do
don't
it.
want
Who
to
cares?
do that.
Just do it. How many
Maybe
days
like
have we
20
been on
minutes.
this rock?
Some, if we do that, I'm taking you with me. I swear to God.
Oh,
I'm
shit,
taking
Swear to
you with
fucking
me.
God.
taking you with me. Anyways,
I'm not gonna
I'm-
end up like the ending of The Lighthouse.
Yeah.
No way. No way in
And I'm
hell.
just-
You're
And
not
I'm
trapped
just
here
gonna
with
be sitting here
Wait, I'm not
drinking
trapped here with
coffee.
you. You're trapped here with me.
Okay, Rorschach.
all
Okay, Mordekaiser.
right, you guys should just watch Barakamon though. You'll get through it. You will
Dude,
literally blaze.
He was a
through it
pretty
real-
good president, Barakamon.
dude. Yeah, me and Mac were just calling it different things for like 10 minutes straight. We were just like Barracuda Chaka Khan.
Charcuterie. Wait,
Charcuterie. I have
wait,
to tell
Sam.
you.
What was the pronunciation manual YouTube thing that you kept saying?
Okay,
Oh,
so
Jesus Christ.
So there's pronunciation book, which is like the real one, and then there's pronunciation manual. So then like my favorite one is when they do Nebuchadnezzar. But he
Yeah,
goes,
Nebuchadnezzar.
he goes Nabancho Dancho.
Nabancho Dancho, dude.
This no, Danny. This is OG Anime Summit right here. This is like first 20 or 30 episodes of the summit.
Yeah,
This shit
that's
came
all
up.
we did was Nabancho.
No, the first 20 episodes were just us sounding out
Nabancho
words.
Dancho.
It was like, Madaka Majaka.
No, yeah.
Madaka Majaka.
Oh, well, I remember Medaka Majaka. You guys
Yeah.
used to do that
For
all
like
the freaking
10
time.
minutes in a row.
Yeah, yeah.
Kogo gets so mad.
Maguka Maduka.
And then Quoko would just abruptly end the episode. We're like in the middle of a conversation, be like, "Well, that's it, guys. See you next week." We fucking turn it off. Like,
Madaka Majaka.
Madaka Majaka.
And then like he does
Maduka,
Aeropostale, but he goes Artipo Statalo.
Artipos Talos.
Artipo.
Fuck.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah. Or no, he does hors d'oeuvres, and he goes horse toasties. And he goes, what a dilucis horse toasties.
The fuck?
And then there's one where it's paper mache, but he goes, a pooper macho.
See Beetlejuice. Bointoigalois. Beetlejuice.
Yeah, bointoigalois. And then
Megan
croissants.
Fox.
For croissants,
Oh, croissant.
he goes, ganchis. And then he like tries to do it in a sentence, but does it like in a shitty French accent. He goes, ganchis. So stupid.
Can't.
Yep, this is the OG Anime Summit coming out right here.
Nabancho.
Nabancho.
Dancho.
This guy's a genius, making money off of just like 9-second videos.
I don't know
you
why
know
people
what-
don't understand
you know
how.
what's OG Anime Summit? The Nabisco sale.
We gotta
I
Where
mean,
we
I would
arbitrarily
totally
pick
I would totally give
saltines
Barakamon
and
like
wafers, little wafers.
I would totally give Barakamon double stuff Oreos.
Word.
Double
Yeah, let's-
stuff.
Let's
Double
grade
stuff.
Barakamon.
Where does that rank though? Does
on
that change the ranking? What about thin or Oreo thins? Aren't those a little better than double stuffs?
Bro,
Oh, the
those are
thins
the
are pretty good.
fake. Those are the
It's a debate.
fake fucking substitutes, man. Like the
You can eat
the
like
thin
6 of 'em.
Oreos,
Those
that's
are a
the
tease.
fake shit.
Those
That's
are
the
a
fake
tease.
shit.
It's a tease.
They are
The
a tease.
thins
Yeah,
are
maybe
the
I
tease.
like being teased.
It's just the fucking tip. You don't get the full experience.
That's
you
all I
gotta
want.
have the fucking double.
That's all I can
double stuffed
handle.
Oreos.
Okay.
a tip.
Yes.
Just a tip.
Nick, we all know that you can handle the whole thing. We all know that you put
funny
dildos
'cause
up
it's
your
a
ass.
penis joke.
Oh, that's more classic Anime Summit. Danny accusing me of putting objects in my butt.
Yeah.
Up his butt.
I've never done that. I've never done that.
I honestly would give.
Sure.
I'd give it a straight up Oreo. I'd give Barakamon a straight up Oreo.
No wafer at best.
Are you
just
talking
saying.
about? Are you talking about? Are you talking about Oreo? Or are you talking about double stuff?
I would say.
No, are you
just-
talking about Oreo? Or are you talking about Rio?
that's a good
Am I
question.
right,
Let
Mac?
me think about it.
Oreo.
What would you give it? What would you guys give it? Nick and Danny.
I'd give it a Chewy Chips Ahoy.
Ooh.
Oh, Chewy. Yeah, the Chewy.
That's
ones are
pretty good. That's pretty
I
good.
like microwaving the Chewy
Because
ones.
regular Chips Ahoy sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, shots
They're
fired.
too dry.
All right.
They're too dry. I'm sorry. They're too freaking dry.
They're a little dry. Not gonna lie.
She
Yeah,
likes.
they're dry
she
cookies.
likes her cookies moist.
I
she
do
likes
like
them
my
moist.
cookies moist.
moist. Moist.
Moist. Moist.
What would you give it, Nick?
It's a 10.
Yeah, that's a 10.
Chewy. Full flavored.
Moist.
Nilla wafers at best. Just saying.
What?
You know,
Vanilla wafers.
I don't even know where that is on the scale. I'm just saying it. But
We have to
like,
redo the scale.
We
I
gotta
like vanilla
we gotta
wafers, okay?
revamp the Nabisco.
If you
scale.
guys
Vanilla
want us
wafers
to
are pretty
redo-
good. They're up there. They're like a 7 out of 10.
If
pretty
you
much.
guys want us to
Excuse me,
redo the
Nil
Nabisco
wafers
scale,
are like the generic bullshit
No,
that's only
Sam, we
used
gotta
whenever
do it
you want to
yeah,
make
well, if you
fucking
dip them in
banana
peanut
pudding.
Yeah, that's really good in banana pudding. First of all, and
Yeah,
then
that's
you
the
can
only
dip them in
reason
other
you
stuff
buy
like,
banana
like
wafers.
peanut butter.
okay,
That's the only reason you buy the wafers.
we're
is
gonna
for
redo
banana
the
pudding.
Nabisco scale.
Well, yeah. So I mean, I
So you're
eat them.
comparing-
Okay.
You're comparing Barakamon to a show that you're comparing it to a Nabisco product that only exists to complement another dessert. You're fucking
Yeah.
full of shit.
Well,
You're
it compliments.
fucking full of shit.
This is a slice of life. First of all, Mac.
Like,
it
what are you gonna
compliments
do
my
with these Nilla wafers?
whole
Are you gonna
pie of
shove
life.
those up your ass too?
Nick,
Holy
Yes.
fucking
Okay.
shit!
Nick, how dare you? How dare you compare Barracuda Shaka Khan Raman to Nilla wafers?
Bakamoran.
Yeah, Barakamon. There was an episode where he did that too. He's like, it's not like I'm looking forward to it or anything.
Baka.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. You
Wait,
eat
you
shit
eat
for
pieces
breakfast?
of shit for breakfast?
You pieces of shit.
No.
Anyway,
This is a great review. We're going deep on the analysis.
I mean, there wasn't much to anal on.
Yeah, it's a slice of life. Exactly.
Anal-wise?
That's why it only gets an ill wafer, okay? I would know a lot about
and trust me,
analysis.
Nick knows all about anal cysts.
Yes. I know all about anal cysts, okay? They hurt.
Oh God. Anyway, that's a good place to end it right there. You should watch Barakamon.
I think you'd have to get like an operation on that. You get like infected with your poop going down it.
Nick, you like moist anal cysts.
This episode is what happens when you have too much
Moist.
dark meat and you're about to fall asleep.
Moist.
So hope you
Moist
guys had a great
anal
turkey
cysts.
day. We love you guys. Happy
We're gonna give you
Thanksgiving.
some. Oh wait, it's Thanksgiving. Okay, let's all.
And-
Thanksgiving.
What's our favorite Thanksgiving food?
No, Nick.
I actually probably would just. I just like
God
straight
damn
up. So a lot of people do the turkey versus ham thing. I like both. Like I like having.
I do.
Same.
I agree.
I
Isn't
like
ham
I
more of
agree.
like a
I
Christmas
agree.
thing though?
No, it's both.
So one thing
I guess
that
so. Yeah.
one thing that I get a lot of
I like
shit
the stuffing.
Yeah, stuffing is really good too.
I'm an expert on stuffing.
I just want to know who invented it.
Yeah,
Exactly,
we know.
because you stuff a lot of shit up your ass.
Who invented stuffing? Like who shoved it up a turkey's butt and goes, "Who wants some of my butthole bread?"
My great ancestor did. Thank you very much.
I
But-
mean, that sounds about right.
So here's the thing that I get a lot of shit for at Trisha's house, at Trisha's family's house, is they always let me carve the ham and some of the turkey, and I always cut off the tail or the butt part for me because it's my favorite part of the turkey.
So what you're telling us is you
So?
like eating ass.
Yes. They all give me shit for it because like I don't know why, but like
Oh
it's
yeah,
literally-
well you
Hey.
get shit when you eat ass. Obviously.
it's literally the most juiciest part of the turkey, the little nub tail part right above the
I'm
my
gonna say a quote from a friend of mine. Go fast, eat ass.
Oh my god.
Gotta go fast.
Your friend's a poser. I was saying that back in the day.
It's Zach, and you know he has that fucking tattooed on his chest.
Tell him
No
you're welcome for the
regrets.
inspiration.
Okay, look, y'all talking about Thanksgiving food, right? Mm-hmm. Fucking green bean casserole.
Oh, Trisha's gonna make that this year.
Ooh.
Green bean casserole.
So good.
Crunchy. Cheesy.
Nice and extra
That's 10.
moist.
That's a 10.
I gotta say,
Getting some ASMR.
I love the cranberry sauce.
Oh yes, cranberry sauce. Fuck me up,
Cranberry
Cam.
sauce
Oh
is
Jesus,
so good.
I love
Okay,
Just
well,
open
sweet?
that. Just open
Tart?
the can up, and I'll have it with a spoon.
But
That's
we're
it.
all
I'll get it right straight
overlooking
from
the best
can.
part of Thanksgiving food is the next day eating it.
Ah, yes.
Oh yeah, the
Oh my
leftover.
gosh.
You get a takeaway, you know?
Leftover. Leftover.
Get to take away some, and then
Oh.
I
Mac, that was an interesting sounding fart there.
I come home and I give a little piece of white meat to Smokey and Luna.
Who do you give the piece of dark meat to?
Oh,
Bam!
nice.
Anyway.
Nice one, Mac.
Hope you guys had a great Turkey Day or Thanksgiving or whatever it is you celebrate today. if you go
As a side comment.
if you
As a side comment.
if you go shopping on
December.
Friday, just
December.
go fully armored. I don't know.
December.
Nick is
It's
trying to
upon
hop on
us.
those Friday deals.
Oh, you can
December is
finally
upon
nut
us.
again, Mac.
No. December is upon us. You know what that means? It's Toradora time, motherfuckers.
Oh no.
Dum,
Toradora.
bum, 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 bum. How does that? I just fell into Totoro for a
I
second.
still haven't
You
seen
did.
Toradora.
You have what?
Okay.
What is your problem,
Here
Danny?
we go.
We're gonna end it right there because we're about to. That's Danny and Mac and
No
Nick.
more, no
I'm
more
Sam.
moist cookies for Danny.
I've been the Anime Summer Podcast.
Okay, bye.
Nabancho. Nancho.
Nabancho Dancho.
Nabancho.
What a
Nancho.
dilute.
Jaquarius Tac Theratrix.
Quackadilly blip. Javarson Lamar.
Dude, he's a really good quarterback right now.
All right,
Javar
hitting
Lamar
pause.
Lamarison on the Ravens.
Murgatroyd.
He's doing real good. No, for real, Lamar Jackson's like fucking awesome. Anyway, GG.